What up, Internet? I'm Young Guru, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Ballistic Aeronautic Kerbals. In the last episode, we landed a Kerbal on the North and South Pole. So now, I think we just bought a research. Is that here? Nope, it's not that area. What did we just get? We just got this, which provides a rechargeable battery pack, the Science Junior, a self-contained laboratory, and a comms DTS, communications and data transmission system. Okay. I think that is used to transmit science back without having to bring the spacecraft back to Kerbin. So that's exciting. What do we got here? Rechargeable battery. Ooh, PV panel to actually recharge those rechargeable batteries. And 2 types of lights. Mobile processing lab, ladders, and a thermometer. Oh, I think that is for science as well. I like the ladders called the mobility enhancer. Oh, and wheels, so we can finally make an aircraft instead of a rocket. Those all cost 90. Ooh, that wants a lot of science to pull that off. Okay. So, for the time being, I think we're going to try to get to at least orbit around the Mun. I think that's the goal here. And to do that, what do we got going on? Landing struts, parachute. We will need a parachute for when we come back to Kerbin. A Science Junior. How big are you? Oh, that's beautiful. And I think we're gonna put 2 of these goo packs. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. On the Science Junior. And we will put a... Ooh, are you my decoupler? Stack decoupler. So we'll come down with the Science Junior. From there, we will need fuel tank. Fuel tank. Yeah. I think we gotta do a triple fuel tank with how are we gonna do this? Let's do a tiny let's put that attached to canisters. Let's get our decoupler. Tack that there. And off of that, we want a radial decoupler. This could be a terrible decision. Let's grab you. Do triple. And on top of those, a little more fuel. Good sized rockets. Let's do some nose caps. couplers on you. And then from there, we're going to want... Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, this might be the worst decision ever. Don't. Can I attach you to that decoupler? If so, how would I do that? There we go. And that. Oh boy, this there's a huge chance that this works horribly. We want that down here. So all these solid fuel boosters to get us into space. I think we want to connect that with those decouplers. And that'll kick off our radial decouplers, and then... Okay, so the strategy is these 4 solid fuel boosters should get us pretty high. Then these 3 rockets should get us on our way to the moon. Use the other one to get an orbit around the Mun, and also get us back onto the planet. Get us back to Kerbin. And we will see if this actually works. Mun Orbiter Mark 1. There is a greater than 0% chance that this fails horrifically. But you never know. This could work so unbelievably well that we never change this strategy ever again. And with that, we will have liftoff in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff! Let's get out here, get our stages set up so we can see what's happening. Zoom in a bit. Okay, we're not overheating, which is very nice. And the solid fuel is getting us some good lift. We're pretty high up. We're not wobbling too much. We're just going straight up. Quite a bit of a smoke trail, but that is okay. Drop those off. Use these 3. We want to trail off to the east now. Do a little gravity roll. Get about to 45 degrees. We got a little rotation. I'm not liking that much, but we'll have to live with it. This might not be enough fuel to get us where we want to go. What's our apoapsis? Is only 30,000. It's climbing. Don't think we're going to get a full orbit. And still have enough fuel to actually push off to the moon. To the Mun. I'm never going to get that right. It's our... Let's pull back on our fuel use. We're still climbing. Kind of would like to just lock that in place. I feel like if I stop... Yeah, if I kill my engine completely... But if I give it just a little bit... Okay, so yeah, we don't need much fuel at all to climb. Look at this bad boy. It's not a bad ship. Can we see? I think Mun's on the opposite side of the planet, so we're not going to see it. let's flatten out a bit. Our current height is 67. I think we're out of the atmosphere. Yeah, you can see we're not really losing much on our apoapsis, which is exactly what we want. Now comes the question, can I add a maneuver that will just launch us to the moon from here? Let's get above. There we go. Zoom out a little more. Still about a minute from where we would need to actually execute this maneuver. Okay, that's not going to work, but what if we do pull back here? And I think the next maneuver would be right around there. Yeesh. Get rid of that maneuver. Okay, let's line our ship up. Goal right now is just to circularize the orbit so that we don't go crashing back down into Kerbin. We're there. God, we're using a lot of fuel to pull this off. Oh, and we're out of fuel. That might be why nothing's happening. And now we're on to our small engine. So we might not have... It's looking like we're probably not going to have enough to actually pull this off. I don't even know if we have enough to... Let's get rid of that maneuver. I have to add some vertical lift to actually pull this orbit off. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to end up being a failed attempt. Come on, push, push, push. Okay, it's looking like we're going to actually pull off a full orbit at least. There we go, that's coming out. Get that up to hopefully 100. Now we can push down. All right, kill that. Let's get our warp up. I think what we're going to try to do is push that orbit out kind of far. Leave enough fuel that we can still get back onto Kerbin. But maybe get some, million kilometer or million meter plus. orbit. Not exactly sure what this game considers kind of like a deep orbit. You can see that's flying out there. And it's not, once you get far enough outside of your Kerbin, you don't really need much fuel to push away. You know what? It's gonna be a bad approach because this is not actually gonna intersect with the Mun, but we have enough fuel to get to the same distance. And now we're gonna pull off what I like to call the incorrect way of orbital mechanics by not actually aiming. Look at us flying away. Bye, Kerbin. And the Mun should be able to see it. Ah, there it is. Switch our view. So yeah, we're gonna get there way after the Mun has passed. Yep. Oh, but we are closer than we've ever been. And then back into nearer orbit. We never. Oh, we do come. Oh, we get real close. Yeah, we come within 80,000 meters versus 11 million meters. So what we're going to do is swing around a couple times. Again, as I said, not really aiming. We're just hoping to intersect with the Mun. Oh, and I think we're just going to miss this. I think we're going to get there too soon. Usually you want to be like maybe a 45-degree angle in front from kind of your closest approach. Ooh, wait a second. We are close enough to pull this off. Give me focus on you. Mun encounter is coming up, and we want to push in the opposite direction of our motion to pull this off. Oops, no, get rid of our fuel. We don't want to waste any fuel right now. Let's speed up this process. See, the Mun is approaching. That is about an hour away. Let's fast forward. 13, 12 minutes, 11 minutes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Slow down. And during this whole orange leg, 2 hours and 40 minutes about, is when we had to pull off a maneuver to get to Mun. You see, now we're kind of adjust our orbit. So let's find our retrograde push. And we have plenty of time. We have over 2 hours to pull this off, so let's just look at what's kind of happening here. There's the Mun, Kerbal the Sun, and Kerbin the planet, almost in a full silhouette. So what we're doing now is, hopefully I'm pushing the correct direction to try to get an orbit around the Mun. And see, we haven't yet got a full orbit around Mun, so now we end up with kind of a wonky Kerbin orbit if we stay on this path. But that's our goal, is to actually get fully around. I think to conserve fuel, we want to fast forward until we're at our periapsis around the Mun, which is 2 hours away. So let's do a fast forward. Look at us drift a bit. And this way, whatever fuel push we put in now will be much more effective at wrapping us around Mun. See, we're barely putting any fuel into this. Really little throttle. But it's creating a great amount of twist. And there we go. That's good. Let's look at this. Look at that. We are here. I want to... Nope. I want to get us pointed vertical. Oh, with a little over half a tank of fuel to crash us back to the planet. That's less good. And every moment that we don't have our engine on, we're losing a little bit of electricity. So let's... Mystery goo. Come on, give us something. 30 science. It's not bad. The goo feels right at home here. And then the second one probably won't give us nearly as much. Ooh, 30 again. Let's look at science junior. 75. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Oh, science junior, you are. Let's get a crew report. 15 science. Okay, the science junior is quite amazing. And let's see what our view from inside looks like. Look at that. That's nice. And let us do a little bit of an EVA. What do you think? 24 science. Okay, let's get you back. You are... What are you doing there? Bump. Grab a hold. Get back inside. And zoom out, get our resources back. And let us quickly... Let's do a couple of orbits around this thing. See what life's like on this. Keep an eye on electricity. Make sure we don't lose anything. I've had that happen a few times where I kind of forget about my electricity and I end up with a motionless ship, just kind of orbiting around doing absolutely nothing. On the dark side of the moon. Pitch black. And we're back around. See a couple more. We're going fast around this thing. Okay, let's find a way to get home. If I were me, I think I'd add it here. The periapsis. I think we want to... Oh, what is... It's Mun escape. How do I get myself back? That does not appear to be doing much at all. Let's add a maneuver here. That gets us to Kerbin. And that is a 1 second burn, so we're gonna do that one. Let's fast forward. How far away are you? You are 6 hours away, so Speed up. Oh, and we passed it. Let's do one more orbit. Oh, now that maneuver is not going to work. Close. Okay, let's try this again. Add a maneuver and not go flying by it. Okay, that's not the maneuver we want. We will figure this out eventually, because we are rocket scientists. Let's pull that back a bit. Okay, that is our maneuver. 6 hours away, so let's try our best not to go flying by it. 5 hours away. 4 hours away. 3 hours away. 2 hours away. 1 hour away. Slow that down a bit. 10 minutes, 9, 8, 7 minutes. We're getting oh so close. Five minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And let's try to line up our ship in the correct direction. Let's view this from the perspective of our ship. Don't rotate away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push. And we've done it. We are now on, let's get rid of this, close. There's our escape from the Mun. Yep, and then we'll snap back into a Kerbin. Oop, that's not what I want. A loop around Kerbin. So that's 5 hours away. Let's speed that up. You can kind of see what's happening here. We're in front of the moon now, or the Mun. And now we are destined back for Kerbin. So I'm going to get as far away from Kerbin as possible. And what we're going to do is burn in the opposite direction of our motion. That should pull the periapsens in as close as possible. Let's see, how much fuel are we going to spend here? And we're barely throttled up. It's got to be somewhat delicate procedure because we are quite low in fuel, and we don't have much power in our engine. How far away is that? We're re-intersecting with the moon. We could have... Oh. I should not have done that. Could have done a kind of a hook around the moon to launch us even closer to Kerbin. 2 million. Okay, I think we're going to be fine here. What we got here is 100,000. Look at that, 59,000 meters. So now we can fast forward from this view as we approach our home. And we are 17 million meters away. I do want to use the Science Junior when we are closer to Kerbin, because I believe that will provide a decent amount of science. If not, then oh well. We'll know that the extraterrestrial planets are the only thing that is worthwhile. And we are getting quite close. Let's slow down a bit. Not too much. Approaching 1 million meters away, completely dark. Boom, within a million. Where are you, Science Junior? Okay, so Science Junior gets one hit. What does this thing look like? It's kind of cool looking. It just kind of opens up a couple doors. Very cool. Also, we got some radial decouplers just kind of floating off the edge of this engine here. Look at us getting close. We might skim the atmosphere a bit, which will slow us down. Yeah. Which should... Yeah, this is falling. So we're definitely slowing down a bit. Though we're going 3,000 meters per second. Which is, nope, no, never mind. I was going to say close to 1% the speed of light. No, it's not. I think it's is it 300,000 or 300 million meters per second, I believe, is the speed of light. So we're a good 100,000 times off that. Look at us, though. Gracefully approaching our planet. Oh, now we're lifting further away from it. Oh, and we're potentially hitting the moon again. Or the mun. So if that's the case, we're going to flip around. Pull our apoapsis in a bit. Where are we at? Leave enough fuel though. Look at that, just flying down. Kill that. Do a little fast forward action. I think that's low enough that if we didn't want to put the effort to actually land, we would just get dragged in by the atmosphere and crash back into Kerbin. But we want to do this a little quicker, so we're going to burn some fuel here. Let's keep an eye on our periapsis and burn that fuel. Let's try to get that to like 13,000 meters. I think, you know what, actually let's pull that into 10. Oh, 7,000, okay, that's more than enough. Let's do a little fast forward action. And we will very soon. Where's my home? I've completely lost sight of Kerbin. There's the sun, or Kerbal. Okay, well, we'll just have to fast forward until we can see it. Oh, there it is. It just kind of snuck up on us. Let's try to position ourselves. Yeah, let's position ourselves this way. We're now approaching 65,000 meters. And I don't know what part of the planet we're going to land on. Slow down. What does this look like? So this right there, whoop, come back, is the Kerbal Space Center. We might be able to pull that off. How to maneuver. Oh boy. Okay. It's looking like we won't be able to pull this off. But you never know. Basically, I'm just pushing straight up in the hopes of, nope, there's no way in hell that's going to happen. Yep, we're going to land in the ocean. Oh well, we've done this before. Let's just accelerate that, push down. This is less optimal, but I noticed that we were running quite low on electric charge. I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. I thought burning fuel would give us electricity, but apparently not. So this is going to be a pretty long descent, so I'll probably speed it up in a little post-processing. Also, that looks pretty barren over there. Have we? We've not really landed on that part of the planet. Oh man, I'm kind of upset. If I had planned a little better, I think we could have plopped down right near the Space Center. But it was not to be. That's okay though. I'm still happy that we actually got around the Mun a few times and back to Kerbin. Now we just had to land safely. And we are approaching 1,000 meters. 500. I heard a splash, so that must have been the engine. Look at this. That's a better view of the Science Junior. Let's try that. Get rid of all that extraneous information. Jettison. I don't understand what that means. Danger science stuff. That's pretty cool. Get that throttle down, not that it's doing anything. and back out. Gentle little splash. Uh-oh. Can we recover that vessel? Come on now. It's tipped over. Nothing's quite going right, but 55 science earned on this trip. So what do we got? Crew report, 5 data, multiplied by 3. Recovery of vessel, report while in space over the Mun. What happened to my Science Junior? Crew report, EVA report, recovery. Oh, because it broke on landing. Oh. That is devastating. So those are 45. We can buy those. What are these costing us? 90. That's PV panels. Could be quite nice. Another lab. Ooh, and a thermometer. So more and more science. These wheels will let us make aircraft. What do we got here? Ooh, a cockpit. A winglet. Sputnik. The Staputnik. Ultimate crew safety. It's an unmanned. Oh, okay, this is good. It carries no crew at all, thus keeping them perfectly safe from all harm. Okay, so that is kind of useless without the PV panels here. What does this give? This tricoupler, another radial decoupler, launch stability. Oh, and the strut. Struts are quite nice. I think I'm going to spend 45 science on this. And then the next one we'll go for will be the PV panels. Let's research you. That opened up a few things. Aerodynamics. Control surfaces. Okay, a whole bunch of jet, kind of airplane equipment. That's exciting. And what else did we get? Potentially Delta winglet, advanced stabilizer, new cockpit, and the Octo is an excellent beginner's level probe core with simple geometry and lots of flat surfaces for attaching equipment. This is another one like the Staputnik that you can put into orbit without actually having crew attached to it. This is exciting. And we'll have to, next time, get back up to the moon, to the Mun. Get back up to the Mun and actually get that Science Junior report, because I think that was 75 science, which was quite a lot. But for now, we're going to end this episode. I'm Young Guru. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.